Hello, my dear student. This is Samarpan sir again. I hope you all are fine up there at your home. And I hope you are studying at home carefully. This video is for class 9th student. And in my previous video, I explained you up to third paragraph from your Beehive's book, the font they had. So in this video I'm going to explain from fourth paragraph. Okay, let us see what happened after that. After this we came to know Margie hated school. Why Margie hated school? Because Margie has a mechanical teacher. Yes or no? Margie's school was a virtual classroom. So in future there will be a virtual classroom. There will be a mechanical teacher teaching the student. Okay, and she hated this mechanical teacher because it was giving too much homework. It was giving test, and she was doing worse and worse. So that's why she hated school. And lastly, what happened? Her mother called county inspector. Okay, she called county inspector to look into the matter. Her mother thought that there may be something wrong in that machine. Okay, so that's why now the county inspector will come and he will just repair the machine. Let us see what happened. Go to the page number 6. Paragraph number 4. Okay. She was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools and with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped he would know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, it was again a large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. That wasn't bad, so bad. The part Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homeworks and test paper. She always had to write them out in a punch code. They made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. So, what happened? Here is the description of that county inspector who was there to repair the machine. He was a round man with a red face. That county inspector was a round man with a red face. And he was carrying a toolbox with so many dials and wires. Firstly, he smiled at Margie and he gave an apple to Margie. Okay, so after that, what happened? He began to repair the computer. When he opened that computer, at that time, Margie wished he would not able to close it back. But in no time, he repaired it. He did it in no time, and he made it ready to teach Margie once again. Paragraph 5. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Zone. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. Those things happen sometime. I have slowed it up to an average 10 years level. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory." And he patted Margie's head again. Now, so what is happening here? So when county inspector repaired that computer or that machine, when the county inspector repaired that machine, he patted Margie. He patted Margie and said, what Margie was not getting bad marks. It was because that machine was not working properly. He said to the Margie's mother, when he completed or when he repaired that machine, then he patted Margie's head and he said to the Margie's mother, the name of Margie's mother was Mrs. Jones. He said to Mrs. Jones that the Margie's overall performance was quite satisfactory, and he patted Margie. He told that because machine was not working properly, she is getting a bad marks or the less mark. It was geared up to the higher level. And what happened? He again said sometimes the machine malfunctions, and that is what had happened. Sometimes the machines may malfunctions, and that is what it was happened in Margie's case also. Her mechanical teacher geared up to the high level, and Margie was the 10 years old girl. Okay, so that's why she is not getting good marks. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again. Okay, so Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher all together. They had once taken the Tommy's teachers away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely now. So what happened after that? Margie became sad. Margie became sad, and she did not want to learn from that particular mechanical teacher. She wanted that inspector should take it away, because once he taken Tommy's history teachers and it was completely blank for a month. So he wanted that accounting inspector should taken the mechanical teacher. Okay, so that means what? Margie don't want to learn from that mechanical teacher. But that county inspector repaired the teacher once again and made it ready to teach Margie once again. That's why she is feeling disappointed. And as we know here, Margie hated school. Understood? And in their school, there was a virtual class, there was a mechanical teacher in which they had to put their homeworks in the slot. Okay, so what happened? So that's why they hated school, or she hated school. And quite surprisingly, she was saying to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? There is nothing good in school. So why would anyone write about school? Okay, so that's why she's feeling she's feeling strange while she came to know that a book is written about the school. Up to this, she don't know anything about the previous school. She thought the school was same like this. Okay, so that's why she asked Tommy, why would anyone write about the school? Okay, next paragraph number 6. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, because it was not our kind of school. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Now, so what happened? So Tommy, when Margie said to me that what is there to write about the school? Okay, why did people write about the school? There's nothing good at the school. And when she said to Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, means very loftily, because Margie don't know about the previous school. And here Tommy said Margie that it was not our kind of school. Stupid. Okay, this is old kind of school. Hundreds and hundreds years back, or hundreds and hundreds years ago. He again added superiorly, he again added loftily, centuries ago. This was the school of centuries ago. Okay, so Margie was hot. Well, I don't know what kind of the school they had all that times ago. She read the books over his shoulders for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Now, so Margie don't know about the previous school. She is still thinking that the school they have is a similar like the school in the previous years. Okay, so she was feeling very bad because teacher was ready to tease. So that's why she told Tommy uninterestingly that they had also a teacher. Okay, so Margie don't know anything about the school. Margie don't know about the school of previous year or of hundreds year back. Okay, so after that, what happened? Margie asked Tommy, they had also a teacher. Then the Tommy's replied, sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Now here the points come. So when Margie asked Tommy, they had a teacher or not, Tommy's answered, sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Now, the teacher of the Margies and the Tommys is a regular one. They teach them in the regular basis at their home, and it was a machine. But the school of hundreds years back, there was a teacher like man. Yeah, so a man, how could a man be a teacher? Now he again asked surprisingly, man, how a man could be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Now, so what happened? Now the Tommys replied, yeah, they had a human teacher and they just told the boys to do homeworks and discuss the thing inside the classroom. A man isn't smart enough. Sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Margie wasn't prepared. Dispute. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. Now what happened? So, when Margie heard that, there was a man, there was a human teacher, she told Tommy, how could be a man a teacher, or how could a man be a teacher? A man isn't smart enough. Okay, so here Margie wasn't prepared to any dispute. She said she don't want any straight man or a strange man in her house to teach him. So now Margie is still thinking that teacher taught inside the room or inside the class. Again, so Margie, then the Tommy screamed with laughter, and when the Margie told Tommy that she would not want a strange man in her house, then Tommy laughed. Tommy screamed with laughter. He said, you don't know much, Margie. The teacher did not live in the house. They had a special building and all kinds went there, or all kids went there. So now the Tommy is explaining about the school to Margie. He said that you don't know about that. Teacher did not live in the house. They taught students in a particular building called school, and all the kids went there to read. In their time, what is happening here? They have to read inside their home with the help of the computer or with the help of the robotic teacher. They don't know about Margie don't know about the schools of 100 years ago. But when Tommy told Margie, they had a special building and all the kids went there to read. Okay, so All the kids learned the same thing. Okay, and all the kids were the same age. Okay, so Margie was feeling surprised when she heard that they had a building. All the kids went to a school to learn in that particular building, and most importantly, there was a man to teach children. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjust to fit the mind of each boys and girls it teaches, and that each kind has to taught differently. Just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quietly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. They were even half finished when the Margie's mother called, "Margie, is the school?" Margie looked up. "Not yet, Mama." "Now," said Mrs. John. "And it's probably time for Tommy too." Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the book some more with you after school?" Okay, now what happened? So when they are discussing about the school, so Margie still don't believe that the school had a human teacher. Okay, so but when the Tommy told Margie that they had a human teacher, all the children went to school to learn something. Okay, so when she came to know about that, she felt funny, quite funny. Okay, and Margie said quickly she wanted to read this book. She wanted to read about those funny school, and they were just reading the book. Suddenly, what happened? Margie's mother shouted there, "Margie, this is the time for the school." Now, as I already told you, their school was at their homes, and in a special room inside their home, they had to go, and they had to learn things in front of a computer. Okay, while doing discussion, her mother called Margie for a school, and she also called Tommy for the school. "Maybe," he said non-chattily. He walked away with whistling, the dusty old tucked beneath his arms. Now, so what happened? So Margie want to read the book more. Okay, Margie want to read that book more, and she want to know about the school, that funny school. Okay, and when Margie said to Tommy, "Can we read books some more after school?" Then Tommy non-chattily answered, "Maybe." Non-chattily means not showing much interest or enthusiasm, or carelessly he said that maybe. He walked away by whistling and carrying the dusty books in his arms. And now the Margie and Tommy both went for the school in their homes. Margie went into the classroom. Now it's time for Margie to school. So he went into the schoolroom. The schoolroom was there in their home. They were alone there. They have to sit in front of a computer. Yeah. So it was right next to her bedroom. So where was the Margie's school? Margie's school was next to her bedroom. And the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. And the school was right to her bedroom, and mechanical teacher was on waiting for her. In the school, mechanical teacher was waiting for Margie. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday. So that mechanical teacher used to taught them or used to teach them daily except Saturday and Sunday. So after that, because mother said the little girls learned better if they learned at the regular hours. So Margie's mother thought that if the children learn for the regular hour, then she learned better. So that's why Margie's school was regular one, and it was beside or next to her bedroom. And there was a mechanical teacher who used to teach Margie in the regular basis, except Saturday and Sunday. The screen was lit up, and when she entered the class, the screen lit up, that computer screen lit up, and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on the additions of proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in proper slot." Now, when she entered school, or when that computer screen lit up, that computer screen said, "Today we are going to read arithmetic lessons in math, addition and the proper fraction. And before starting the chapter, please enter your insert your homework, whatever given you to do. Okay, whatever homework you done yesterday, or whatever your homework was, please insert inside the slot." As I already told you, slot means a place where she had to put homeworks. Okay, Margie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about the old school they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in this classroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same thing, so they could help one another with the homeworks and talked about it. And teachers were people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we subtract 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4, blah blah blah. So what happened? So now, when Margie entered her school room, till then she was thinking about the old school. She was thinking about the fun they had. She was thinking about the school of her grandfathers when they were children. She was thinking about the kids, okay, who used to go to school daily. Whole neighborhood go to school daily, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the classroom, going home together at the end of the day. So what happened here? So here, Margie was thinking about the old school. Okay, she was thinking about the children. Okay, she was thinking about the school classrooms where all the children used to sit. And most importantly, the teachers were people. That all thing was stalking in her mind. And Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. Now what happened? She is still thinking about the school they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. The kids from the whole neighborhood come laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the classrooms, going to home together at the end of the day, in the end of the day. So, and after that, those schools were far better than the school of today. She was thinking like this. Those schools were far better than the school which they have today, because they offered great joy to the student. That type of school offered the great joy to the student. So that's why she was thinking about the fun they had. The fun, whatever fun was there in the previous school, or in the school of years back, of 100 years ago. She was thinking about the school, or she was thinking about the fun they had. Okay, so just try to compare the school of 2157 with the school in which you are studying nowadays. You can get a vast difference. Here, Margie's school has a virtual classroom. She had a mechanical teacher. Okay, she had to put homework in the slot. the space provided in the computer screen. Okay, but the school today we are learning is quite different from this school. So that's why when the Margis came to know about the school of their grandfather's grandfather, she was thinking about the fun they had, because Margie has no classmate. She had to read inside their home in a schoolroom which is next to her bedroom. So there is nothing fun. Okay, and that's what she's thinking about the fun, whatever they had while going to school. Okay, so now I rest the chapter. So if any confusion, you can call me, or you can WhatsApp me your question. I will answer you all there. Till then, take care, stay at home, and never stop learning. Thank you very much.